Hello everybody. Welcome back for another video. Hope that you're all doing well, at least I hope so, and that you're all having a great day. As always, leaving a like, leaving a comment or multiple comments, or even subscribing. This does help the channel. So, what we've been discussing over the last about 7 days or so, that has been going on for about a good 3 weeks or so, has actually taken place. This is major news right now. It's like currently developing as I'm making this video. It says Bitcoin dips by 12% as the ruble has hit a new all-time low against the US dollar. As what we said might take place is currently taking place at this very moment. It's not even that it's the most popular news story of the day. 99% of the cryptocurrency news is actually just this. Across the board, it was either the event that's going on or a number of analysts, which were really annoying this morning in the cryptocurrency space, talking about, or rather ignoring what's actually happening in the world and simply announcing it's clear that Bitcoin's in a bear market because Joe Biden is signing an executive order, or it's clear that Ethereum can't recover because of, what was the other really weird reason? For those of you who don't know, this is the reason going on right now. It's not anything else. It's this. Every single market on the planet right now is collapsing, like actually falling down, completely falling apart. Just important for you to understand that, as this is currently taking place. So, not really too much to dive into price news-wise. It's more of a stock markets are also down around the world as well. It says Dow futures plunged nearly 800 points after the announcement just took place. All markets around the world. Don't just assume that it's the cryptocurrency one. Oil is also skyrocketing as well, which tends to happen in situations like this as uncertainty unfolds and people simply don't know if they'll be able to have a huge portion of it in the future. Yeah, that's basically all the price news. I wish I was joking. Not only about the event, which I would not joke about, but also all the news was basically about that. I found two other things that were currently going on. But as far as the main situation right now, the cryptocurrency markets have collapsed. You can tell that they're trying to move back up as we have gone well below the price bottom levels. You remember how we were discussing before and many other times, as we were around 44,000 and we dipped to around 40,000, they kept on saying that 38,000 was the price bottom. And then we hit around 39,000. We hit $38,001, and then we bounced back off to 44,000. Well, we've broken well below 38,000, and there's only one thing to thank for that. So, yeah, that's the price news. Right. Let's move on. One of the other things that was currently in the news right now, the Bank of New York Mellon has announced a partnership with blockchain data platform Chainalysis to help track and analyze cryptocurrency products. BNY Mellon is the world's largest custodian bank, currently overseeing, oh my gosh, $46 trillion in assets. That's a little insane. Chainalysis is a blockchain data analysis platform that offers services to traditional financial institutions, allowing large firms to manage the legal risks that come with cryptocurrency more easily. As part of the partnership, BNY will utilize Chainalysis software to track, record, and make use of the data surrounding crypto assets, using something called KYT, Know Your Transaction. This was, how do I say, in a few places in cryptocurrency news, it's not because of the partnership between Mellon and Chainalysis. A lot of people in the cryptocurrency space, for whatever reason, don't understand that the traditional financial world still exists. It may not be around forever. Cryptocurrencies might absorb it, eat it, Pac-Man it. Who knows exactly what's going to happen? But the fact that BNY Mellon has been in the news a lot of other times before about their support for the cryptocurrency space, and now that they're trying to track transactions People seem to be confused as to why they would want to do so or need to do so. Have you forgotten that the CFTC and the SEC and the governments are still a thing, and that they want transactions to be tracked regardless of what we might want? They want this information so that they can know where this money is going. So I saw more than a few articles too. Basically, trying to say they were a terrible institution banking. BNY Mellon does not care what you wrote in your little article. $46 trillion. That is A, B, C, D, E, F. And you go a little bit further in the alphabet and then you hit to the letter U money. Like, they don't really actually care what anyone else is thinking. I'm sure they're doing this because they've been told, okay, you will get trillions more dollars in assets if you actually do this. So it's significant in that we continue to hear nonstop, regardless of the day or the situation, about banks and institutions getting into the space and how much money they're throwing at it. And I assume they're going to be successful with this. You know, this isn't going to hinder them in any sort of way. They're going to have millionaires and billionaires leaving their money with them. But a lot of people were frazzled by this news because, once again, I think the cryptocurrency space is a gigantic, and I mean this in the nicest way, a huge echo chamber. I think a lot of people in the crypto space only exist within the crypto space and don't really understand that outside of it, the world is still kind of going on. I'm not joking, because I had that situation as well in 2016, 17, 18, in the beginning of 2019. For me, only crypto existed. Like, it was really just my world. But then you realize other things are still happening. And anyway, that's the Bank of New York Mellon news. I'm sure they'll be just fine. And yeah, let's move on. Also in the news today, which is, sure, why not? A Sotheby's auction of 104 CryptoPunk Ethereum NFTs scheduled for today was canceled after the seller decided to hold on to the digital assets instead. He apparently tweeted, "NVM, never mind, decided to hodl." That was his tweet. Pseudonymous collector OX65OD tweeted that on Wednesday evening. The tweet came just over 2 weeks after the famous auction house announced the sale, which is estimated would bring in $20 million to $30 million US dollars. You might remember, we've spoken about that before. Sotheby's is, so they say, at the forefront of the cryptocurrency space. They've understood how much money there is to be made in this market. They've auctioned off things years ago for Bitcoin and Ethereum, I assume trying to amass some for themselves. And also the situation now where NFTs have been selling for huge sums of money. They've also gotten into the NFT market where they're actually selling these digital collectibles through their auction house. And the news was that this was meant to be one of the largest sales ever thus far of 104 NFTs, because previously before they had only sold maybe one, maybe a bucket of 4 or 5 that looked similar or kind of went together in the whatever image they were trying to portray in their book. So what happened now is that the hold on, I'll read a bit more and then I'll tell you exactly what is really happening. The collector then posted a meme implying that they were taking punks mainstream by rugging Sotheby's. Rugging refers to a rug pull, a scam in which a developer leaves the project with investor funds. While no funds were lost, the owner did pull the proverbial rug from under the bidder's feet. And here's the tweet for it right here. How clever. When you talk about the cryptocurrency space not being taken seriously, this is one of the major things. Do you remember in 2017 and 2018, in the beginning of 2019, once again, where I said the terms hodl, fodl, all these other weird, ridiculous letters, they're not going to make it into the mainstream because they sound absolutely ridiculous. Every single time that any major bank or institution in the early days tried to actually have a partnership with something or anything that wasn't Coinbase or Gemini, they were met with this like really weird, not skepticism, but people would also brag that they I'm not partnering with them because I believe in decentralization. And most of these people are broke or simply only have the cryptocurrencies that they had years ago. What do these institutions do? They created their own space, once again, that were just for the rich. This is why we heard over the course of the last couple of years, every single time that any institution got into the space, who were they catering to? Institutional investors. And it's gone on for three or more years and will continue to go on because the rich usually only cater to the rich. I don't know who this pseudonymous person is or what they think that they're doing. All they're going to cause happen is and it's not me defending the rich people. It's more of you need to understand how rich people actually work. Behind the scenes, this person is patting themselves on the back. On the other side, the wealthy people who have organized this actual auction or who are going to be bidding on this thing, they are going to start putting more money into places like Coinbase and like Gemini and other places where they know that if they're bidding on something, it's actually already in the system and is already locked there in some sort of custodial thing with Coinbase, i.e., I'm not bidding on anything anymore from some random person who's on Twitter who has the probability of being able to say, nah, bro, I'm going to keep it so we can go mainstream. They're going to go, okay, we're going to make sure. And now, understand how this actually works. They will simply find other places to do their business and make sure that they have contracts beforehand. You trying to make this go mainstream has only made this space look a lot more ridiculous because I assumed that this person was going to be doing this from the very beginning and they had this post planned out with Drake and all this other stuff. Anyway, I'm trying to really let you understand. This causes them to move away from our market, and the other side of the branch just slowly begins to die while the other one continues to flourish. They're going to Sotheby's has not left the cryptocurrency space. What they're going to do is start partnering with other major actual brands. And you know what's even crazier? Do you know how money works? They can easily put out campaigns. They probably won't because they stand to benefit from it as well, from the other CryptoPunks who are also going to be sold. It's very easy for them to put out any type of campaign that makes it seem like these are terrible. No one should actually be buying a CryptoPunk because we see a lot more value in the other NFTs that are over there. Have you guys seen the Bored Ape Yacht Club? They also have a little serum. If you use that serum, you can also transform your ape and also have it have a lot more value as well. Yeah, we thought about investing in CryptoPunks, but they're not for us right now. We see the long-term price trend dropping. I think people don't think a little bit further. And once again, this really weird echo chamber in the cryptocurrency space. This is, of course, all my opinion, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. You don't, it's not that you don't do this to rich people. It's more of you think you've won, but they have all the money and they're probably already figuring out another way to win. Just, so expect Sotheby's to definitely be selling more NFTs. Expect them to be, I'm telling you, the news is going to come out that they've partnered with major cryptocurrency exchanges. I assume Binance, Coinbase, and I don't think Gemini has an NFT platform. And what's going to happen is from now on, if anyone is going to be listing their thing for sale, it is going to be held in custody 5 weeks before the auction actually ends up taking place so that they can assure their buyers that will never, ever happen again. So I hope you feel good about the rug pull, and I hope that you eventually, someday in the future, get more than $20 million for your NFTs, sir. Because when I read that, I don't think people know how rich people actually act in situations like this. They don't simply go, oh no, he's hodling. They go, never again will our money touch your pockets. Alrighty. Good job, sir. Let's move on. Yeah, that was it. That was the news for today. I wish I was joking. It was the first news stories that we went over. It was people discussing how they were annoyed with BNY Mellon and also the CryptoPunk thing, which people on Twitter are very proud of themselves for knowing the guy who did the pull, if you will. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters, GBU Wally, formerly known as Professor Wally, Darren Davis, How's Life Austin, Jamie Saad, Blockchain Simplified, and Let's Move On, Chris Hakeem Wilkins, Empire Queen, Stake It With Valor, Fudd, Wiser, Mortified, Roman Geba, Bitcoin, Ben Arachno, Dave, Tony, Ambroski, The Dealer's Den, Red Plump Tomato, Umnu, Wishniki, The Letter M, Not Brain, Captain Something in the Z-Way, Lay Crypto, Black Sheep, AJ Cut 5, Speedy 655, and Carlos Was Like, Mobarazi, Jojo, Shaw Show, VB Nerd 21, Miguel Grollet, Lauren De Silva, Quarter Bitty, Barebones Mining, Troy, all good. Space Case, Need a Miracle, Paternoster, Conan, Don't Skip, Leg Day, Snacky Chan, Tolik, Banana, Auspicious, Agile, and Blockchain, Navarro Williams, David James, Attila the Han, Yasha Harari, Utopia 569, Moonman High, XRP, Martin Stoyer, Nostromo, John Sarson, The Anima Reader, Bibliophobia, Todd Mullis, Adam Graysick, Moha Maroni, Master Ventures in Thailand, Jared Schneider, Wise Night Owl, 242 to the World, Bankroll Network, Crypto Artist, Cody 3D, Damien, Setsuna, Richie Rich III, Vlad the Impaler, Paxis, Nick Mangialavodi, Gem Gardner, Jemmy Fox, Minting Coins, Miller, His Chest, Every Day, and Cowskip, Leg Day. Yes to crypto. Bodie McBoatface, Anytime Fitness, Monks, Corner Staff, Bake Me a Cake, Tigger, Macho Nisa, All Crypto with Lionel, Crayola Michelle, URL, and Bolero Bastos. Thank you all very, very much for your support. Thank you to everyone who left a like, who has commented, who is still here listening to me. Thank you to everyone who wrote the SEC yesterday. I'll tell you completely honestly, I think it's so fascinating the way that the human mind works. I posted it here on this channel. I also posted a little link in the other description below from the video yesterday. I posted it on Twitter and on Facebook about the SEC or Grayscale telling people to message the SEC because the idea being the more people who wrote them, the easier it might be for us to get a Bitcoin ETF. The idea being if we do get a Bitcoin ETF in the market, not only would Bitcoin's price finally begin to skyrocket as it's been whatever before, but also other coins would also move up. But I noticed a very, very interesting pattern in how the human mind works. Thank you, first of all, to all of you, not just to some of you, but all of you in general. But also a very big thank you to the people who actually took the time, the 3 minutes to actually write the SEC. I noticed that a lot of other people who wrote negative comments or simply wrote, I'm not writing them, actually love altcoins a lot. The idea being, well, I love Chainlink, so why would I write something positive for Bitcoin? I like Cardano. Why would I even think of trying to get a Bitcoin ETF? It's the way that the human mind works, is that it's just me. No one else actually matters except for what I have, not realizing if we got a Bitcoin ETF and Bitcoin went to over $100,000, your coin would also go up by around 200 to 300% as well. But that doesn't enter the minds of a lot of people. It's just a kind of a me attitude and no one else actually matters. This is why, I mean, we had this problem even more so years ago within the cryptocurrency space where it was like very tribal. Like I like Litecoin and no other coin actually matters. And I was like, who cares? Why can't it just be one market? We are all in a market that is still very new compared to every other market. We have to do everything that we can as a community to make sure that we strengthen our space as much as possible so that we do eventually absorb all other markets. But you can't do it if it's just you pushing up the boulder up the hill. At the moment, I don't even have to say, Bitcoin is down by 8%. Every other coin is down by more than 10%. Some of them have bucked the trend and are only down by 7%. At the time of me making this video, it is very, very, very early in the morning. The rest of the world has not woken up yet. So I would logically assume, as the rest of the world does wake up in a couple of hours and they get the news of what's happened, there will probably be an even further sell-off. If for some reason that does not happen, whoop-de-doo, I'd be quite shocked, but expect for a lot of movements once the U.S. markets actually open, especially as futures have completely already collapsed. Yeah. So imagine nothing. I won't even say it. Yeah. I hope that you all have a good day, regardless of what's happening. I hope you find time to make yourself smile, be happy. I recently found, why not? We're all here. I recently found a lot of childhood shows on a, what do you call it? On a streaming platform. I won't name which one, but it's one that has a mouse. Yeah, haha, yeah, you got it. And that's been really like getting me through the last couple of weeks because, you know, all the childhood memories and all the laughs and stuff like that. But I know that life is not always easy, and I know that the market is very, very rough. If all of this stuff that is currently we were just talking about was not happening, I do sincerely believe we'd be near a $70,000 Bitcoin and the market would be completely good right now. But most of these occurrences are out of our control. So Try not to get control of them in your mind. Just make sure that every single day you take time for yourself. You do something that makes you happy, even if it's just watching old cartoons. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See